What's up, guys? Chasing Raymond here with episode 125 of The Journey, and today we go into the World Cup with the Ivory Coast. Our opponents are Uruguay, we're playing in Turkey. It's all about a global festival of fun, and hopefully we're going to win the whole thing. So like, subscribe, ring the bell. Let's get into our first group game. So our starting lineup today then looks a bit like this. We've got you here for Fafana and goal. Singo, Diamande, Schiller and Panzo at the back. Sangare starts behind Seco, Fafana and Diamande. Traore and Diao are on the wings, and Datro is up top. The reason Datro is starting up top is just purely, it's not because I completely lost faith in Karim Penalty to get goals. It's just that he had a bit of a heavy finish to the league season. So I thought I'd give him a little bit of a break for the first game. We've got him on the bench if we need to, along with Sumaharo, Bade, Guianon, Kanate, Zagadou, Nanja, Ponge, Fanyaman, Corbia, Dingra, Farre, Kone, Koulibaly, Dade, and Kusinus. A lot of names there. Obviously, we've got a few new faces. Gustavo Ponge is a player we've not seen before, but he popped up in the scouting. He hasn't had a cap yet. He might win his first cap today. Gives us an extra option for some pace off the bench, which I like. He's currently played for Wolfsberger in Austria, but he is wanted by Sturm Graz and Copenhagen in Denmark. So hopefully he will become something of a, or he's got something in the tank that we've not seen in league football yet. But we'll see how he does at the World Cup. Let's just get into the game and see if we can get ourselves the big opening game, the big win at the World Cup. So just having a quick look at the Uruguay team sheet, and we're quite far into the future in this save, and we're 6 years in. I'm seeing players in the Uruguay squad I still recognise, which is interesting. Benson Kerr's there, Darwin Nunez is still there, Araujo is still there, a few players on the bench as well. Pelistri is still in their squad, and Matias Arezzo still in the squad as well. So they must have quite an aging team by this point in the save, and we're just going to say go out there and impress. We do a pointy finger. Hopefully Abakar Silla, we're going to try and calm him down before he goes out there. So let's just do a go play without any pressure. This might help at all. So one reason I always dread playing Abakar Silla at the back is because he's always so aggressive in the dressing room. I wish I knew a way we could train that out of him, but unfortunately it just doesn't work like that, and hopefully he'll stay on the pitch. That would be the idea. I don't mind if he gets sent off in the next game, or even booked twice before the third game, because the third game, as we're about to see, is not exactly going to be a big, tough challenge for us, because we play Uzbekistan in our last game of the group phase. So I'll be resting our other team for that, let's be honest. So hopefully if we are going to get any suspensions, they'll pop up for that game. Though I did say that in the AFCON, and players just refused to pick up that second yellow. So I guess we'll find out. Game's about to get underway, so we are going to encourage the boys, settle in, and hopefully just get a big win today. Throw in for Uruguay. I had a quick look while I was waiting for this highlight to appear, and you forget how young some of these Uruguayan players are. And Benson Kerr at this stage in the save is still only 32, I think it said. Like, he's not as old as you think he might be, so that explains why he's still in the squad, I guess. It's one of those, I guess I have this warped perspective from playing Football Manager. I never know how old any players are. This came from a discussion the other day with some fellow Swindon fans, where I was saying we should maybe not rely on Will Wright for next year because he's in his 30s, and it turned out he was 27. So they've scored a goal. Hamed Traore has got on the score sheet. Well, we'll do a proper replay commentary on that because I was telling stories. So throw in here with Singo to Seiko Fafana, back to Singo in for Ahmed Diao, who plays it across the box, and Traore just dinks it into the net. Beautiful way to score the first goal for us at the World Cup inside 7 minutes. It's going to be immediately answered with a kickoff highlight. So I'm not going to shout any praise just yet until I know we are out of the woods, because Uruguay are a good side. They could come back and hit us on the break, on the counter. Omar's got the ball back though, and he's given it away straight away to Baselli, to Valverde, and Valverde down the near side, Panzo in with a tackle, and that didn't spill out. So Valverde is going to get a cross in, and Fafana is there to catch it. A bit of a reminder, I know we're having some frame rate issues. As I said on I think the last episode, I have started to order parts to build a new PC, so we will have better quality once that arrives, but it's going to be a couple of weeks. for me to get all the bits and to put it all together. So, we'll suffer through, and hopefully we'll see some kind of noticeable gains before the end of the World Cup. I'll try and record them as and when they come up, just so we're on the best hardware we can have for them, as Capdevila now picks up the ball for Uruguay, and he's going down the far side, looking for a cross into the box. Fofana fists it away. Bentancur gets it back, and Valverde plays it off to Darwin, who finds Lucas Gonzalez in hopefully an offside position for an equaliser. Would be nice if this one didn't get given, because that was some sloppy defending, and we'd like that to not be the case going forwards. It's been disallowed. We've done very well. And I say we've done very well. The referee's done very well. We've been let off, though. We'll see what happens if Valverde plays off to Darwin Nunez, who, if he'd scored it, it would have been a perfectly good goal. But luckily, it spilled out, and Gonzalez was called offside. So we are 1-0 up, and hopefully it will make it 2 as Mele puts the ball forward. We'll try and win this one in the air, and we do with Panzo. Ball goes across to Ahmad now, who gives it away. Bit sloppy. Gonzalez with the ball forward looking for Darwin. Diamande gets a foot in, and he was very lucky not to give away a penalty there, because Diamande does have a foul in him. He has a lot of fouls in him. He's always reliable for a booking. Ball goes over, and Sinjo with a header. Schiller gets it clear, and it's forward to Ugarte, but it's not going to go anywhere just yet. This game, I would say, is one of the harder in the group. It's this or Czechia. I think Uruguay might be the better side, if I'm honest. So I think we're getting our hardest game out early. I know Uruguay are ranked lower than Czechia, but I think on paper they have a better side. So, yeah, very much this is one we have to win. And, have to win it to have any chance, really, of toppling the group, which is obviously the ideal. As Capdevila picks up the ball back to Oliveira. It's Capdevila again into the box. Has a shot. Fofana can't get there. It's gone in. And it's a own goal, in fact, for Ousmane Diomande. Not what we were looking for, really, if I'm honest. That was not what we were looking for. We'll have another look on the replays. Capdevila back to Oliveira. Gets in a good position for the ball back. And I don't know how that came off Diamande. I don't fully understand how Diamande was responsible for that goal. But there we go. We'll go with it. The game says that's what happened. We'll encourage the boys now, and hopefully we can get a second before half-time. Seko Fofana not having a great game. Well, I was 50-50 on whether I even put him in the squad when we were picking the squad down from the initial 55. But he's played a lot of games for us. He has generally been okay, but wasn't necessarily the best player for the position. I've also noticed that Amad Diao is slightly hurt, so hopefully he'll get nursed through a little while longer. We can take him off. We need to put loads of subs, and I think it's probably a parfait Guillaume situation. But for now, we'll keep things calm. We'll keep things settled. We'll go into the dressing room well done on controlling possession. That's what we want. Anyone needing a yellow hat, it is just Seko Fofana and Ousmane Diamande. We need a good pointy finger. You've not been good enough so far. Get it together, and we're going to send the boys back out there. Hopefully things will pick up in the second half. We'll make the changes as and when we need to. I don't think Dial's going to be on the pitch all very long in the second half, but I want to give him a chance just to see what impact he can have on the game. He has been our best player so far, so we do need for him to contribute for as long as possible. But it looks like we're not going to get many highlights in the second half if this is anything to go by. Usually we'd have had one by now in an international, especially with this new match engine. So I guess changes are going to be necessary. So we've made our first 3 changes. Datri Fofana moves to the right wing so we can bring Karim Kanate on. Guillaume comes on for Seko Fofana, and Kasunu comes in at the back for Diamande, because he wasn't recovering from the own goal, sort of tanking his match racing a little bit. So hopefully that'll help us out a little bit, and we can start to make some progress. And hopefully something good is coming up. Just noticed Singo is tired and booked, which is not ideal. He'll be the next man off. Probably Dacro will come off as well. In fact, Hamid Traore is also now tired. So, yeah, it's going to be changes for fitness. Well, we did make those changes. Nanja has come on the right wing for Dacro, and Banyaman has come on at right back for my breaker Singo there. We've been very lucky there, thinking that Gonzalez and Nunez aren't firing, because we've not been at our best, I would say. We've not had a single highlight in the second half that I remember. So that kind of sums up the performance in the second half. Maybe a little bit cagey of an opener for the World Cup, although we could be about to lose it here as Torres puts a ball for Valverde, but Traore's come out of it somehow with it, and hopefully is still got enough in the tank to put a good ball in. Diamande forward for Canate, back to Sangare, and Sangare coming down the right-hand side, plays it off for Vanyaman. Vanyaman into the box, brought down for a penalty. I assume that's going to be a penalty. We're going to VAR to see if it was in the box. It looked in the box to me. We'll see what the fourth official, the VAR ref, has to say. We're going to the review. What's going to happen? We are no penalty. Are you absolutely kidding me? I hope we get to see a replay of that. We're not going to. That's annoying. I could have sworn he was in the box there. And, well, that was our best chance of a win here, I feel like. And we've not started brilliantly in the World Cup. I mean, a draw is respectable against Uruguay, but we are going to have to get at least 2 wins to get out of this group. I'm going to boldly assume that that Czechia are going to smash Uzbekistan. They haven't played yet, but I feel like they're probably going to score 7 or 8 against Uzbekistan. This group could very much come down to who puts the most goals past Uzbekistan. At which stage I would feel like we'd have to play our first team against them. We're just going to tell them we're sympathetic, it's not on our way. And, well, we'll come back next episode for the game against Czechia, where hopefully they're not in top form, because we are not. I think we can safely say at this stage in the World Cup, we'll click forward just to see how things are done for Czechia as well, because we'd like to see what the other score is in our group. So a little jump forward, and we've had a shock result in the World Cup in our group. An absolute shocker. Czechia have only managed to draw with Uzbekistan. I feel like that must be close to their strongest lineup. There's no one on the bench I'm looking at thinking they would normally have been in the team. Vloshek, maybe, but there's nobody there I would look at and go, they should be in the team. I still can't believe Matiš Kovar is playing at World Cups, because he was terrible when he played for Swindon. But there we go. That's life. How good is it? Let's have a quick look at the Uzbekistan score. Maybe they're underrated. Maybe they're a lot of top players. They're 56th in the world. It's near enough their highest ever league ranking. They've got players for Stuttgart. I'm guessing Lecce are Lecce in real life. They are a Serie C team, so their second top player is a Serie C player. Got a player at Pek Zwolle, and that's about it as far as their team goes. There's no one. There's a Plymouth player there. There's no one strong, good set. There's no one playing necessarily for a big club, really, with all respect to those clubs' fans, apart from the one guy at Stuttgart. Interesting. Very interesting how they managed to pull that off. They must have played very well. That's probably something to keep in the old memory banks, though I will probably forget, you know what I'm like, for the next game, which, of course, is going to be that game against Czechia. I've also just done a couple of friendlies against club, because we're not going to be here at that time. I just want to see how good the team we leave behind is against our Blackburn team. That's sort of what I was thinking. Anyway, bit of a random episode with the stories and the looking at stuff, and Uzbekistan managing a draw against Czechia. So, thank you for watching. I have, as always, not learned to speak English properly, and been chasing lamely. Do like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave comments down below, all that good stuff. Share it with your friends, especially anyone who is Ivorian and might want to see how we can do maybe winning the World Cup. Who knows? But thank you for watching, guys. As always, be chasing lamely. Do like, subscribe, ring the bell, as I said before. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.